If you were given a choice between keeping your phone and keeping your life, which one would you choose? Now, a lot of people may joke and say that their phone is their life, but this just isn't true. According to an article titled Texting and Driving Statistics on the Zebra.com website, texting and driving causes 1.6 million accidents a year and causes 3,000 teen deaths a year, whether that's these teens driving or them just walking about doing their everyday business. Now, for me, I've only been in one accident in my entire life, and it was caused by one of my friends texting and not paying attention to the road. We ended up hitting a fence at 60 miles per hour because she didn't see a sign that says you want to turn at 15 miles per hour. But luckily, nobody in the car was severely hurt, but it could have been much worse, and it also could have been completely avoided had she just been paying attention to the road. Now, all of us have friends, family, and people that we love who drive every day or go out about their everyday business. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, looking at your phone for just 5 seconds driving 55 miles per hour is equivalent to driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed. Now, that means the risk of hitting someone or something is extremely high. So today, I'm going to be talking about the dangers of texting and driving. First, I'm going to go over the problem, which is people text and drive. Then I'll go over the effects that texting and driving has on public safety and individual lives. Lastly, I'll go over the solution to help prevent texting and driving. So first, we'll start with the problem. The problem is texting and driving, but the bigger problem is that people text and drive even though they know it's dangerous. So according to DoSomething.org, 97% of teens agree that texting and driving is dangerous, yet 43% of teens still do it anyways. Also, 77% of those teens said that adults told them not to text and drive, but they see the adults doing it. So that means us as adults need to lead by example and not text and drive so that the teens know that it's not right to do. Another problem with texting and driving is, according to an article, Texting and Driving on the Zebra.com website, doctors and therapists say that people do it anyways because they think they can multitask. They're like, oh, I could text and drive, it's fine, I know how to do both. They think they're good at it, they think they're better than anybody else who can text and drive, but really nobody can. And they have pressure to stay plugged into their phone. So you feel like you need to send that text back to your friend or look on the social media post or even changing the music. So we'll go on to the effects that this has on public safety. Now, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, texting and driving claimed 3,308 lives in 2022. Also, Texting and Driving Statistics 2024, an article on bakerate.com, says that 585 of those lives were non-occupants, which means they were either people walking across the street, riding their bikes, or riding a skateboard, something like that. They weren't even in a car. So, other than people losing their lives because of texting and driving or becoming seriously injured, according to insurance.com, if you get a ticket for texting and driving, your rate can increase up to $776 a month for your insurance. Now, my insurance is already at $200 and something. If I had to go to $700, I'm taking the bus. So I suggest you don't do that. So next, we'll go on to the solution. So one solution is to install an app or a few different apps. According to the AmericanSafetyCouncil.com, you can install apps like AT&T Drive Mode, DriveSafe.ly, Sprint's Drive Fast, or Text No More into your phone. And these apps will prevent you from being able to use your phone as you're operating a vehicle. Also, music apps such as Spotify have already introduced features into their apps where you can't like scroll through the music on your phone while you're driving. You have to either use the car or somebody else has to do it. So another solution, if you don't want to download an app on your phone, you don't want to take up space or whatever the case may be, you can either put your phone away into the glove box, You can give it to a passenger so they can reply to your text, or they can tell you if there's an emergency on your phone. You can put it in your purse, put it in the trunk, wherever you need to put it to get it away from you. Just get your phone out of your hands. Now, today we went over the problem with texting and driving, which is people do it even though they know it's dangerous. We discussed some of the effects on public safety, such as people losing their lives, getting injured, or insurance rate increasing. And we discussed some solutions, which would be either you can download an app or you can just put your phone away. So the next time you guys go out and get behind the wheel, I hope that you decide to choose your life over your phone. Thank you.